Hi, everyone. I have a nonfiction book for you today. This one is called We Are Your Children Too, and it describes a fight for civil rights that took place here in Virginia. In this book, we learn of Barbara Johns, who was a high school student back in 1951. And at the time, schools were segregated. And she is noticing that Black schools are nowhere near as nice as the white schools, and she determines that this is unfair and leads a protest with her fellow classmates. Several years later, this is used in an example of the inequalities of Black schools versus white schools during the Supreme Court case of Brown versus Board of Education. And in 1954, the Supreme Court determines that segregated schools are, in fact, unconstitutional and has all public schools create a plan to desegregate in a timely manner. Unfortunately, in Prince Edward County, Virginia, the members of the Board of Ed decided that they did not like this idea of desegregation. They closed all public schools in the entire county and, in fact, used public taxes from their citizens to create private schools for white students. And unfortunately, this meant not only could Black students not get an education, but also low-income families of white families could not get an education. And so for 5 years, there were no public schools in the entire county of Prince Edward County, Virginia, until government officials were step in and make the changes and deemed that this was not living up to the expectations of Brown versus Board of Education. It's a great read. There's a timeline at the back. There is intersected with that in this journey. We will get what else is happening nationally with the civil rights movement. And it's a fascinating read of little known history here in Virginia. You should check it out today.